This is a 2v2 on Barvaria. My user is ROP King of France and Navarre, and my ally is ROP Kenny the Great. And as you can see, the match is pretty well developed here. There's already a lot of fighting going on, and we're playing as France, and I have 6 units of light infantry. I pretty much have the same army if you watch my last videos before. But the 2 guard corps, 3 chasseurs de cheval, um, two line two line infantry, and 4 elite infantry. So that's pretty much my army setup. And Candy, he has, I believe, 4 light infantry units, and you can see 4 Swiss Guard, 1 Royal Regiment, and 5 chasseurs de cheval, and also another Bulkies regiment, and another line infantry right here in reserve. And so right now, I want to make note that the guy I was facing. So this is my army right here, and the guy I was facing spammed. He kind of spammed lights. I mean, you can see here, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then he has like 9, 10, or 11. I mean, he has like another 2 or 3 in this area. So maybe around, 12 lights all in all. And I mean, he has some he has some militia in line. As you can see, he charged his guard corps to try to catch my cavalry. But he spammed lights pretty much. And what I tried to do was, I usually like throwing 1 light cavalry to soak up all the ammunition. But in this case, my light cavalry did soak up all the ammunition. But my guys, you know, uh, the deployment was a little slow, and they took a lot of firepower already. So right now, I'm just trying to place superior firepower against these lights, um, and my right flank over here, it does come under some pretty heavy firepower. But over here, obviously, I get rid of these light infantry. So as you can see, his guard corps. Now, the thing about Empire is squares break. I believe a bit easier, and under the right amount of cavalry pressure, squares will break in Empire easier than in Napoleon. In Napoleon, it takes a lot more cavalry to break squares. But as you can see here, I'm moving out my Swiss Guard, and this is probably not the best decision. I mean, I could have charged into my Swiss Guard, and I believe I did, but they already took a lot of volleys. So as you can see, he's placing some sort of pretty good firepower at the moment, and I feel like I have it under control here. I feel like the combination of my line and lights will quickly overpower. And see, I charge my Swiss Guard over here, and they obviously mop up a lot of lights. I feel like I have the situation under control here, so I'm gonna send in 2 guard corps um, against the United Province's right flank. And actually, I was a bit surprised about the units in the woods. I didn't see that coming, but you can see here that Candy is in a pretty good defensive position, and United Provinces attacked Candy, so he definitely mopped up a lot of units already. Alright, so going back to me and my opponent's battle, my Swiss Guard continues to charge in, and I make a decision here to charge into my lights, and I do that to preoccupy his light infantry while my Swiss Guard pretty much mop in. So my lights will charge in, preoccupy his lights, then my Swiss Guard will, eventually when they're finished with the previous units, they will charge in again. And for some reason I actually lost this fight here. I thought I was doing pretty well. I mean, you can see here I'm just rolling down his army. I mean, he has some cavalry left. He has this line infantry unit left. But I mean, when you look at it, And here's I think where I mean here's where it gets bad. My momentum right here starts to slow down. I mean I win. I'm obviously winning, but my momentum here starts to slow down. And on the right flank, my royal regiment gets exposed by a lot of flanking power. Um, and obviously, I mean his lights get some pretty nice volleys on my royal regiment. And I'm still trying to deal with United Provinces because I don't want them to flank me. I don't want them to flank Candy, and so these guys are gonna take, pretty much hold the line, hold the center right there. So as you can see, my momentum against his right flank is, it was slowing down a bit, but it's I'm definitely mopping up a lot of his light infantry. And when I was playing this, I was very happy. My Swiss Guard was just bayoneting pretty much all these suppression jaggers. But as you can see, he still has a lot more light infantry units left, and here, these guys make, once again, a pretty nice flanking maneuver, and this Royal Regiment takes a lot of casualties. And I should have reformed here, probably. I should have reformed here, and definitely still pressed upon here, but I mean, these guys were definitely a pain. So as you can see, that line infantry unit, he launched pretty much a combined infantry to cavalry attack, and they weren't going to stand against those Blue Guard infantry anyway. So I charge on my general, and I think I'm going to get a lucky morale break on these guys, and for some reason, light infantry in Empire is a lot stronger than lights in Napoleon. Like when I charge my general against these units of lights, as you can see, my general takes like 10 casualties, obviously by some firepower, but it just wasn't that great. And right now, as you can see, he begins to turn back his right flank against my gaining momentum, my Swiss Guard routes, because they just came under too much. And, eventually I lose all my lights because I charge in on my lights. And my light infantry took a lot of the volleys because they were obviously in front of my army. And, so my line infantry eventually falls back and I begin to place more of a... And I just try to fall back pretty much.